What's up everybody, I'm Nate Beck and welcome to my channel. Before we get started in this week's video, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, and most importantly, subscribing. It helps us moto vloggers out so much to keep us doing what we're doing and bringing you content from the road. Goal of helping you guys figure out like what bike you'd be the most happy with when you leave the dealership so you don't waste your money. And then kind of the best roads to go ride and what you're gonna dig the most so you're not wasting your time. And that brings value to me, helping you guys out. So thank you guys for helping me out by subscribing. So what I wanted to do is start a new playlist on my page, on my channel, like director's commentary, behind the scenes. And I'm gonna use some of that footage that I don't use in the route videos, throw a mix together, sit here, crack a cold one, and just BS with you guys. So we're gonna do just that right now. For the first one we have here is all of the best views I've found thus far in Southern California. Now I guarantee you there's more. So if you know of some that you don't see or haven't seen me, please talk in the description or in the comments below and I will go there next. So let's get this cracking. And oh my God. Yeah, this is what we see in California all the time. Splitting lanes on Heritages is no fun. Now this was actually from the first video I did. This is on a 2021 Street Bob. This had just come out when I did this. This is coming down the backside of Palomar Mountain down in San Diego. And when I've been riding the mountain all day and I kind of wanted some flats to really feel, you know, what the 114 can do, because I'd never ridden a 114 at that point in time, especially not a stock 114. Here we can see it. Now this is on the Sunrise Highway, also down in the San Diego region. That is a stunning road. It is closed in the winter, so if you guys want to do it, don't do it in the winter due to snow. But man, in the fall, I just got it the right time. As you can see, the fall colors here are crazy good, and the bike was crazy good too. I've done a lot of work with Fix My Hog on the new, covering the new M8s with the new monoshock platform. And I was definitely like in the Dyna crew, and I was super mad when they killed the Dyna. And then I started riding the M8s, and the handling is just so much better than the Dynas. Like the Dynas definitely have their space in Harley history and their time, and there's a lot of guys that love riding them and girls that love riding them. But from a handling standpoint, the new monoshocks are just insane better. And yeah, and then they even did it better here with the 2022 Lowrider S, blowing that motor up to a 117. This is on Angeles Crest Highway, just like northeast of Los Angeles. It's like half an hour northeast of Los Angeles. And the mountain views are insane. Like you damn near like might as well be in Colorado. Like it's crazy. And to be testing, this bike just came out, and to be testing the new 117 Lowrider S that also had a suspension lift in the rear, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, as you can see, the views are just like insane. This is on the way to Big Bear. Big Bear and Angeles Crest Freeway are kind of in the same mountain range, just above Los Angeles and to the east of it. So you could actually go into LA, grab a bike from Eagle Rider or Glendale Harley Davidson, or if your buddy has one, and do kind of both those rides, do Angeles Crest Freeway into Big Bear. Again, similar to Sunrise Highway though, they are closed in the winter. So you gotta kind of pay attention to that because it does snow. As you can see, we're up there in the elevation. This is also Angeles Crest Highway right here. I like this one better than Big Bear. I think the views were a bit more expansive. The road was a bit curvier, less stops, less vacationer traffic. You really don't have a reason to go up there unless you're gonna be riding or driving on this road. So it kind of cuts out like the family of four looking to, you know, go hang out in the mountains for a weekend. And you get these awesome roads like this with the cuts through the mountain. Stunning. Sequoia. The Redwoods are coming up though. I've got plans on that early next year, but I just did this one. Episode 1's out right now. I'll be releasing episode 2 probably in a couple weeks. I had done this in a car like 10 years ago, and I've been trying to get back up there. This is more in Central California for the people that don't know. Coming out of LA, you're probably looking at 4-hour ride-ish, 3-hour ride, 4-hour ride, depending on how fast you go. So this is kind of a thing. If you're doing it out of LA, if you're flying into LA, you kind of, I stayed the night in Visalia, the first night, because to do all of General's Highway, to take your time, take in the sights, and keep in mind the speed limit in the park is 15 miles an hour. Granted, I didn't do that. I didn't stick to that. but cars do. So if you get stuck behind a car, it's gonna take a long time to do that. And then this now is in Kings Canyon. So if you take Generals Highway north through Sequoia, you're gonna meet up with 180. You're gonna take a right, you're gonna go down into here. This is Kings Canyon, like I said, and then it's gonna be like a loop at the end. Here's Big Bear at night. This was stunning too. But yeah, you can do a loop at the end and then go back. It takes all day to do Sequoia and King, so it really is advantageous, unless you're looking to do an iron butt, to do it in, you know, sleep in Visalia. We're back here. This is on the 2021 Lowrider S in the ANZA BORREGO Desert, just east of San Diego, like Carlsbad, North County area. Killer desert views. This was also, so you could actually hit Palomar Mountain and do this in the same like route if you're coming out of like Carlsbad, Encinitas area, maybe San Marcos area. You can do it if you know you can put the miles down, and it's actually really neat because you're getting like the mountain views and the mountain curves, and then you're getting those like long desert stretches with the, you know, all the desert foliage and the air is crisp, and you know, yeah, this is when we got back into Carlsbad right here. But it's one of the coolest rides just because you do get that shift of mountain to desert to mountain, and then you can go for like an evening cruise down by the ocean. Oh my God, this ride was awesome. So this is actually my personal bike. I hadn't ridden in like a year because I've been out on the West Coast. I live in Florida, but I've been on the West Coast riding and testing all the new 2021, 2022 models. And I headed back to check in on my house and you see family there in the neighborhood, and got to ride my bike. So that was a treat in and of itself. This right here, now this is heading north on the 101 it's north of Santa Barbara, so we're kind of in like Goleta. And yeah, I'd never ridden a Triumph. I'd actually never ridden any bike besides a Harley, and I rode an Indian once, and that was really good. They're really good bikes, but you know, Indian and Harley. So, but I got on a Triumph for the first time, and that thing rips. It was a Bonneville, and the riding position was kind of weird. Like I was kind of thinking, because you're more on top of the bike than like you're in a Harley, you're more in the bike. Such a fun bike. Such a fun bike. The thing just corners and holds. It's so zippy, it's so fun. Long distance though, not the best. The wind blow it around a little bit, but super fun. This is all in the 33, just north of Ventura County. Well, that's actually kind of between, it's like they call it the Tri-Counties, with Ventura County, Kearns County, and Santa Barbara County. This is a great road too, also a road that's closed in the winter due to snow. This road's actually kind of famous. If you ride the 33 enough, you run into a bunch of people testing cars, like prototype of like sports cars and stuff. They use the 33 a lot because it's far enough away from like LA to like really put it through the cars through their paces, but have like the twists and turns, and it's usually not very busy. This also is north of LA, just past the Grapevine off I-5. This is Fraser Park. I did that on a bagger. Never ridden a bagger before. Wanted to check it out. Baggers aren't really my thing, but it was a great ride through Pine Mountain Club in Fraser Park, and then back onto one of my favorite bikes, the Harley Heritage. I tested when it came out in 18, 19, 21, and then this is a 2022 model, and this is on Gibraltar Road, just north of Santa Barbara. And it's like a tiny little road that rides the crest line, and it's nuts. It's insane. It's a slow road. It's not really a road you can go fast on, but as you can see, like you're up above the clouds, above Santa Barbara, and this is a great road. Then you can link up with Cold Springs Tavern. This road doesn't take that long to do. Depends on where you're coming out of and how long it takes you to get there. But this road in and of itself is like a couple hours. So you can do this, head to Cold Springs Tavern, have a beer, have some tri-tip, and it's a nice day ride. And you get views on both sides because you're on the ridgeline. And then this right here is up in like San Ynez Valley wine country. Another one of my favorite spots to go ride. Again, it's a great day trip. Out of LA, you're probably looking at 2 hours to get there. So it's pretty easy. Just so nice. And there's so many like small towns, and a lot of the businesses are locally owned, which I'm a huge proponent of. Yeah, and then this is back on the 33 again, but now instead of on a Triumph, I did the 33 on the Heritage. The 33 is like one of the best roads to check it out. it always blows my mind, like riding in California. Like here, we're just south of Rincon on the 101, just south of Carpinteria. And it always just blows my mind. You can get mountains, desert, and ocean all in one ride. You know, granted, you started in the right place. It wouldn't take you too long to get to one of those, just because of the way the topography goes, you know? But, so that's that. So I'm gonna try to be bringing you guys this kind of stuff more, with a little bit more detail on the roads I'm on, the bikes I'm on, why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know, how to help you guys get into the same spots. If you're liking the views, if you guys have any questions, absolutely hit me up in the comments. Until then, next time, catch you on the win. Cheers.